The Tale of Santa's Reindeer. Long ago, before Santa Claus became the jolly figure known worldwide, he was a humble toy maker living in a snowy village far to the north. Every year, he would craft gifts for the children of his village, delivering them on foot through the biting cold. But one winter, the snow fell so heavily that Santa feared he wouldn't be able to make his rounds in time. Desperate for help. "I can't do it this year," he whispered to himself. His chest ached with the weight of disappointment. "The children will wake up to nothing, and they'll think I forgot them." The next day, Santa decided to clear his head. He trudged through the thick forest, snow crunching beneath his worn boots. His cheeks stung with the cold, but inside, his heart burned with the stubborn hope of finding a solution. As he wandered deeper into the woods, a loud, echoing argument stopped him in his tracks. He pushed aside a branch and saw them, a group of reindeer by a frozen lake, their voices ringing out like a choir gone terribly wrong. "I'm the fastest," Dasher boasted, stamping his hoof. "But I'm the most elegant," Dancer countered, leaping gracefully. Prancer and Vixen joined in, each trying to outshine the others with their tricks, while Comet and Cupid watched with amused smiles. Donner and Blitzen stood apart, their deep, booming voices arguing over which of them was stronger. Santa couldn't help but chuckle. "You're all remarkable," he said, stepping closer. "But what if you worked together instead of competing?" The reindeer turned to Santa, curious. "What do you mean?" asked Cupid, tilting her head. Santa explained his dilemma. "I need to deliver gifts to children all over the village, but the snow is too deep for me to walk. If you lend me your strength, speed, and grace, we can spread joy together." The reindeer huddled together, their antlers clinking. Finally, Donner spoke for the group. "We'll do it, but only if you let us show your best." Back at his workshop, Santa worked late into the night, crafting a sleigh sturdy enough to carry the weight of gifts and his dreams. The next evening, he harnessed the reindeer, his hands trembling with a mixture of hope and doubt. As the reindeer lined up, Santa's voice quivered as he called out, "On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen." The reindeer sprang into action, their hooves kicking up sparkling snow as they soared into the sky for the first time. The village children gazed in awe as Santa's sleigh swooped overhead. The children woke the next morning and their gifts waiting. And for the first time in years, Santa didn't feel the ache of exhaustion. Instead, his heart swelled with gratitude. The reindeer, tired but glowing with pride, nuzzled Nicholas as he whispered, "We did it, together." Years passed, and the reindeer grew into their roles. But one Christmas Eve, disaster struck. A thick fog rolled in, blanketing the world in white. Santa looked out the window, his heart sinking. "We can't fly in this. We'll crash into a chimney, or worse." The reindeer murmured nervously. Suddenly, a timid voice spoke up. "Maybe I can help?" Everyone turned to see a small reindeer with a glowing red nose. Blitzen blinked. "What's with the light bulb on your face?" "It's a birthmark," the young reindeer said quietly. "But it's bright enough to cut through the fog. I could lead the way." Dasher scoffed. "You? Lead us? Kid, you can barely keep your nose from blinding yourself." "Enough," Santa said firmly. He knelt in front of the young reindeer. "What's your name?" "Rudolph," he stammered. "Well, Rudolph," Santa said with a kind smile, "I believe in you. Let's give it a try." Rudolph took his place at the front, his nose glowing brightly. As they flew into the foggy night, the other reindeer watched in awe. "He's really doing it," whispered Cupid. By dawn, every gift had been delivered. As they landed back at the North Pole, the reindeer surrounded Rudolph. "I guess you're not so bad, kid," said Donner, ruffling Rudolph's fur. Blitzen nodded. "Yeah, you've got guts." Rudolph beamed, his nose lighting up the stable like a lantern. "Thanks, guys. That means a lot." Santa clapped his hands. "Well, team, I think we've just made history." From that day on, the reindeer became Santa's trusted companions, their names immortalized in stories and songs. Together, they transformed Christmas into a celebration of teamwork, kindness, and the belief that everyone has something special to offer. And every year, as the sleigh bells ring and the snowflakes fall, Santa and his reindeer remind the world of the magic that happens when we all pull together.
Merry Christmas!